a sentence, we make butter from milk. Okay, this is a sentence. We have a sentence like somebody cleans these rooms every day. Okay, we have a sentence, people never invite me to parties. And the fourth is, how do they make butter? Okay, these are four sentences, and you can easily recognize that these are the sentences which are in present simple. Okay, all four of these sentences are in present simple. We make butter from milk. Somebody cleans these rooms every day. People never invite me to parties. And how do they make butter? How it is a present simple tense? Very easy. First form of verb, first form of verb. S we are using because somebody is a third person singular. By somebody we mean he, she, okay, or any name. Invite, again first form, people. Invite, people are plural. It goes into they, therefore it is invite. And again, this is a question in which helping verb do is used, and we have first form of verb after that. Okay, so present simple is a tense that talks about journal things, that talks about habitual things, that talks about regular things that we have. A very common idea is that whenever we have a sentence of active form, we must first recognize the subject, verb, and object. These are the three essential things. To make a sentence from active to passive, we must first recognize that a sentence has subject, verb, and object, because these are the three important things that are going to be affected when we change a sentence into passive. A general rule is that the object of active sentence becomes the subject of passive sentence. Okay, so these are active sentences. And how do we make passive? So butter is the object. We will make this butter subject of our passive sentence. Okay, then we already know that it is present simple tense, therefore first form is used. So we change present simple with the form of verb be. Okay, and if you can remember, by be I mean is, am, are for present. Okay, by be we mean is, am, are as per the situation. So butter is basically a third person singular. It is it actually. Okay, if you talk about a pronoun, it is it, and with it we use is. So we say that butter is. Huh? Now here we have first form of verb, which is make. In passive, remember always, in passive we always use third form of the verb. So the third form of make is made. Okay, then we have this remaining part of the sentence that will come in the end as it is. Now there are two opinions. Once this sentence is complete, like butter is made from milk. We make butter. In active, we say that doer is important. Okay, we make butter from milk. So doer, the person who is working, is important. In passive, action is important. So we talk about action. Who does this action? Who is doing it? There can be a few reasons. We don't know. So we say that doer is unknown. One thing, doer is unimportant. Okay. In both the cases, in both the cases, we will use this passive structure. It's not important who is making butter, but the important thing is butter is made from milk. Okay. In our local background, like especially in Pakistani situation, a lot of teachers emphasize that when we make active to passive, what about this subject we? What happens to this? So we use an agent that is called by, and then we use object pronoun us. We is a subject pronoun and us is an object pronoun. Okay. But in English sense, this is kind of optional. If you study books that are written by Oxford University Press or Cambridge University Press or some other international publisher, you will find that normally they do not use the doer or the agent in the end. If it is really important, then they go for the agent. Otherwise, they just stop the sentence, butter is made from milk, and that's it. The sentence is done. Now, what we have done, let's go over it one more time. We make butter from milk. That is an active sentence in present simple tense. Okay. It has a subject we, it has a verb make, and it has an object butter. From milk is a phrase we call prepositional phrase, which is be the same in the other sentence too. Now, what we have done is we have taken object as a subject, and because this object is singular and it is in present tense, therefore we are using is, and then we are using third form of verb. Always in passive we use third form of verb. So make is changed into made, and this from milk prepositional phrase will come as it is. If you want to add, you will put by, and then you will put us, because the subject is we and the object is us. So subject pronoun is we and object pronoun is us. So butter is made from milk by us. We do it for two reasons: because the doer is unknown or the doer is unimportant. Okay, in this case, the doer is unimportant. So you may put by us or you may leave it as it is. Active sentences we use when we are talking about the importance of doer, and passive sentence we are using because we talk about the action of the word. Now look at the second one. Somebody cleans these rooms every day. Now here, this somebody is subject, cleans is verb, and these room, that is object. Every day is an adverb. So it will be as it is. Now let's take the object first. These rooms, that is the object. Now the object is changing into subject. Okay, and now because it is again present simple tense and it is a plural subject, rooms, therefore we will use are. Okay, If it was a singular, like this room, if we had the situation, this room, then we would use this room is. Okay, but because it is plural, so we are saying these rooms are, and the verb is clean, and we will be using third form of clean. Okay, these rooms are clean, and this everyday will be as it is, by someone. Okay, by somebody is again optional. So somebody cleans these rooms every day. Here the doer is important. These rooms are cleaned every day. Who does it? We don't know. It's not important. Okay. Now people never invite me to parties. Again, people, subject, verb. This never is an adverb. Okay. Invite me is an object, and two parties is a phrase. Okay. Now what we will do, we will change again the object into subject. Interestingly, me is an object pronoun. When we change me into subject pronoun, it will be I. Okay. It is a present simple tense. Therefore, with I, we use am. Okay. I am. Never will come at the same place. Never. Now, the form of verb is invite. We will use third form of verb. I am never invited to parties. To parties. An agent is by people. Okay. Which is again an optional one. So people never invite me to parties. It is the doer. People are important. I am never invited to parties. This action of not being invited is important into passive. By people, again, like I said, it's an optional one. But if you study books written by a bit traditional kind of English writers, they emphasize a lot that there should be by. Books written by Afza Anwar Mufti or Badruddin or some other local writers, they emphasize a lot on the idea that by, I mean, agent must be used, and then the subject of active will be the object of that. Now, how do they make butter? This is a question. Again, we say that we have subject, object, and this is a verb, and do is a helping verb, and how is a question word. So the question word will be the same. How will remain the same. How? Now, again, butter is a singular word. Therefore, we will use is. And we are using is again because it is a present simple tense question. If it was a different tense question, then the helping verb will be different in that. We'll come to that after this one. So this is present simple question. So present simple helping verb is there. Now make is there with third form. How is butter made? Okay. This can stop here. How is butter made? The process we are talking about, the action we are talking about. How do they make butter? Here, the doer is important. Here, action is important. In this case also, if we are uh, thinking of our local examiner, then it is like how is butter made by them, and then the question mark. Okay, but like in English to English sense, normally I have seen very rarely that they talk about the agent and they change subject into object, only where it is necessary, only where it is